How's everybody doing? My name is Betchman, and welcome back again to more Pokemon VGC stuff, things, shenanigans, everything else in between. We got a extremely fun team that I was able to find when looking into certain teams within the Japanese scene of things and what they're using, and this team came to mind. It's a super wild team. Been having a lot of fun with it. It consists of Malamar, that is just strictly a supporting mon with Contrary, Covert Cloak. It runs Hypnosis, Trick Room, Skill Swap, and Fake Tears, which has been really nice, especially being able to do Skill Swap into like Hydrapple and be able to give it Contrary and just watch it delete everything off the field. And we also do have Hydrapple, one of my favorite Pokemon that unfortunately is just not in a good spot to be viable. But we're going to make it viable running Super Sweet Syrup, Citrus Berry. My dog is playing with her toy, so bear with me. It's running Stellar Terra with Leaf Storm, Draco, Terra, Blast, and Protect. We also have Standard Torkoal with Charcoal. We have a Primarina set that's interesting that has Moonblast, Energy Ball, Hyper Voice, and Encore. We also have pretty standard King Gambit, but we have the Iron Head over Swords Dance, and then we have Ursaluna Blood Moon with Silk Scarf with no Protect, Vacuum Wave, Hyper Voice, Earth Power, and Blood Moon. Really trying to spout off some super big damage from like Blood Moon and Hyper Voice, so we're just going to get into some battles immediately and see what we're able to do with this team. I've been testing it quite a bit, so my rank might not be great, but we've been testing a bunch of different teams, trying to find some new stuff, just to have some fun, because I feel like there's a lot of things that can be used that haven't been yet. There's so many possibilities that you can do within Reg H, which is why I've enjoyed it so much. But we do have our first battle against Morgan, who's rocking Gliscor with a Bellabolt, Dragapult, Dragonite, Pelipper, and Archelon. So it's got the Rain on the team. Also has D-Knight. It's most likely going to be rocking like Scale Shot. We also have Dragapult. I'm assuming it's going to be, if I had to take a guess, it's going to be Choice Banded. Not really sure what the point of Bellabolt is. Maybe going like a dual Wing Beat into it with Gliscor. I'm not 100% sure, but we're going to lead Malamar, always. A really good lead of this team is to go Malamar with Hydrapple to get the Super Sweet Syrup, and then just always be able to hit Hypnosises. Let's see. I kind of want to go Hydrapple. I think it's important to bring Torkoal so that we can win the Weather War, and I feel like Ursaluna does a lot here. I could have brought King Gambit if I wanted to go for like Sucker Punch into his Dragapult. I'm not 100% sure if he brought it, but we're gonna see what we can do here. The positive thing of Hydrapple is it's extremely tanky, so even if he does go for it, I think we'll be fine. He does thankfully lead Gliscor and Bellabolt. Okay, and I'm not really quite sure what the point of Bellabolt is, but we do get the evasiveness on both of them to go down. We're just going to go Trick Room. I could just Protect if I wanted to. I could also, if I really just wanted to dish out big damage, I could Terra. Honestly, not sure what I want to do here. You know what? Why not? We'll hit Gliscor with a Stellar Terra Blast from our Hydrapple, because you know what? I want to use Hydrapple and really showcase it, and oh my word, we just predicted what it's going for, and it's going for... It is the, if you haven't seen it, there is a Gliscor that's running Ice Terra, and it's running Terra Blast. So we're going to see Terra Blast versus Terra Blast. It's 4 times effective. I don't know if Hydrapple lives this. So we'll find out. We're going to find out together. If it does live this, it's a miracle. Should have protected, but I got greedy. Yeah, no chance that we live that. It's okay, though. we will be sending in Ursaluna, and we're just going to start spouting off big damage. I'm still curious on what Bellabolt's going to do. Okay, it just goes for Thunderbolt. I didn't think that it got Taunt, but you never know. So we go for Trick Room. And at this point, we want to keep Torkoal in the back until he brings out Pelipper. We know he has Pelipper in the back, 100%. So we're going to put Gliscor to sleep, and we're going to go Earth Power into this Bellabolt. He's already Terrid, so we should be fine going this route. Unless he switches in Pelipper here, which would be bad, but we get the free sleep onto Gliscor. So he's probably switching into Pelipper. Okay, there it is. So there's Pelipper. We do land the Hypnosis on Gliscor, which is great. Problem is I'm going to assume that this Pelipper is... It's either going to be Covert Cloaked or it's going to be Sashed. Both are bad. The other one, too, is who's faster. So Malamar is the slower Pokemon. So I could just straight up go for Fake Tears and just hope, or I could risk the biscuit with a Hypnosis into it. Every part of me wants to gamble and go for Hypnosis. It's basically a 50-50 at that point. We're going to gamble. And we're going to go Hyper Voice. Okay, that's totally fine. We get free damage into Gliscor. Hopefully it goes for... it does at least half. That's what I'm hoping for, is it does at least half. I do think that Gliscor's a pretty bulky Pokemon, but we'll see here with Silk Scarf. My goodness, it does well over that. So, let's see here. Do I go for the Hypnosis or do I go for Fake Tears? It's just the chance of what it is, and I'm just gonna go ahead and do this. I feel like it's the safest play to be able to do. If it's not Focus Sash, then it got me. I do land Hypnosis, though. So the gamble paid off. 100% paid off. We'll never know if it was Sash. It was really close, but we do take Gliscor out immediately. We did kind of do a good job of baiting the Hydrapple, even though it just got absolutely blown up. But Malamar's doing great. Whatever Mon he throws in next, I just Fake Tears, and I just keep doing what I'm doing. So here's Bellabolt. How many turns of Trick Room do we have? We have 1 turn of Trick Room left. And... I go Fake Tear. Whoa, not into my own Mon. My controller is having a mind of its own. And we're just going to go Hyper Voice again. He actually goes Thunderbolt. I was expecting him to protect. I guess he didn't want to, so Hyper Voice should take out both. Bellabolt actually lives. It's good to notate, though, that we... not in Trick Room, we do outspeed Bellabolt. Both of my Mons actually outspeed it. This is a really slow Mon. Our Chaladon comes out. And I'm not really fearing this. I feel like we just bring in Torkoal, and... I feel like we just Hyper Voice to be able to take out Bellabolt, and then we take our Chaladon out afterwards. We'll get rid of the rain so it can't do anything. Or it can't go for Electro Shots, what I'm hoping it goes for. Which, I'm not sure why it would, but taking away the rain is a really big benefit for us. We'll see if Bellabolt protects or not. doesn't protect again, just goes for a body press. We're going to go for Hyper Voice. The stamina boost does not feel good, but we're fine. We're Chaladon against the world right now, so we do have Earth Power. I'm not going to go for Eruption, just for the pure fact that, let's see. And, you know, just to get more damage, I'm going to go... I wonder how much Vacuum Wave does. I'm actually curious. That did a lot. Hopefully it wasn't a Torkoal. Okay, so we're fine. We win. So we do get a win in game one, even with the complete goof up with not going for Protect on Hydrapple. We really should have just protected. We would have been fine. But we do pull away a win in the first game. And Malamar, honestly, was the MVP in that match 100%. Landing Hypnosis with no help of Super Sweet Syrup was huge with getting rid of that Pelipper. Again, I could have just Fake Tears did and one-shot it, but it was just the uncertainty of not knowing if it was sashed or not. Most are going to be sashed or they're going to be Covert Cloaked, and it was a hard gamble to go for there. But we pull away a win. And we see if we can get another win. I do really like just the whole aspect of this team. It is nice too, because if for whatever reason I did have Trick Room up, have Malamar and Torkoal in the field, say he has Rain up, I can just skill swap to get Drought onto Malamar and get the Sun back up. So there are a lot of different like weird things that you can do with skill swap. Let's see what we want to do here. So we got T-Tar, Primarina, Amoonguss, Indeedee, Armarouge, and I'm honestly... Breloom? Yeah, Breloom. I was going to say, I'm forgetting its name, but it's got a Breloom too. Breloom's a good mon as well. I feel like he's not going to want to let me get the Trick Room up. That would be something that he should be most definitely avoiding. Amoonguss is going to be really annoying this game. Very, very annoying. Again, I can just go for the lead of Hydrapple and Malamar. I still think it's a really solid lead to go for. He's going to have terrain control, which is a bit of a problem. We can go for Weather Wars too if we want to. I feel like we have to bring Ursaluna. I really want to bring Torkoal, but I'm also leaning towards Prim. We're just going to bring Torkoal. I want to bring Prim because it does well into T-Tar and Armarouge. But if I bring Prim and he's got Amoonguss on the field, Primarina's not doing anything to it. It's just going to get completely decimated, if anything. It'll just get owned. So it's better to go with this route. Let's see what he brings out first. We're going to see the Indeedee Armarouge strats. So at least we know it can't go for annoyingness. Right now, he doesn't really think that I'm a Trick Room team. Maybe he does. I'm curious what Indeedee is going to do here. I'm really curious if I just go... What if I just go Hypnosis? I go Hypnosis and... I feel like I could just Hypnosis and Protect. Yeah, let's just go Hypnosis and Protect. Why not? And listen, Indeedee and... Okay, he goes for Follow Me, that's fine. Hopefully Armarouge went for Trick Room, that'd be great. We go for Hypnosis, it lands. So we don't have to worry about Indeedee anymore. What did the Armarouge do? Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. It's exactly what we wanted to have happen. So now... I'm just gonna Hypnosis him, and... Well, in all honesty, actually, here we go. Here we go. Because you can just kind of set us up a little bit. I'm going to skill swap, and we will... I mean, do we just want to Terra? Why not? We'll just Terra Hydrapple again. What's the worst thing that can happen? And we're going to hit Armourouge. Because why not? I think whatever it does, we do live at least once, even if it is like a expanding force, we may live. The problem is I can't go for Leaf Storm yet, because I haven't gotten the skill swap off, because I'm slower than Malamar, so I'll be faster in Trick Room. I did decent damage. Wait, that... Really? That does that? I had actually no idea that did that. Interesting. Okay. Heat Wave... Missed somebody. Missed Malamar. Okay. Totally fine. We will... I'm just gonna Fake Tears... I'm gonna go for Fake Tears there, or actually, you know what? Because I can. And we're just gonna go Draco. And Didi's still sleeping, so we're in a good spot. I'm fairly certain Malamar was slower, if I remember correctly. Wow, -1, that did a lot of damage. Now we get the increase... Ooh, eject button. Okay. So what comes out? And if Armourouge goes to sleep, we're in a really good spot. Prim comes out. Okay. And we... Okay, I did confirm we are faster. Perfect. This is exactly what I've wanted to do with this team, is just setting it up like this and just having Hydrapple go nuts. How many turns of Trick Room do we have left? We got 2 turns of Trick Room. He doesn't know that I have Fake Tears, so I'm just going to go Fake Tears into Primarina, and I'm gonna Leaf Storm. Oh, okay. Or I'm just gonna one-shot the Primarina. Alrighty. Okay, I guess we're gonna lower the special defense of Armourouge because we can. Everything is asleep. Everything's... Yeah. So if you didn't know, you can cause your opponents to rage quit with using this team. So I do think that this is a team that is not something that is super great with open team sheet. Man, wow, he actually woke up too, which is really funny. Man, I don't think this is a team that's great in open team sheet. I think it's best in like a closed team sheet format, maybe in like a grand challenge or something. When it comes to open team sheet, it becomes really difficult because your teammate can see all the shenanigans you want to throw out with Hypnosis and all the ridiculousness that Malamar has. Covert Cloak, I've gone against a lot of teams that expect that they can go for the fake out into Malamar, and they can't. Okay, let's go into our third battle and see what we can do. Like I said, this team it's a lot of fun. It can cost your opponents to rage quit, especially if they're just able to let you set up like that with Hydrapple and Malamar. Hydrapple just sweeps at that point. And with it being so tanky, there's not much else that can be done. This is going to be a harder one, especially with the Ndidi Sneasler lead. Thankfully, we're not going to get hit by anything weird. That was a learning moment for me, though. I didn't know that if you went Stellar Terra Terra Blast, that it would lower your attack and special attack. So, very interesting. We win the Weather War. He wins the Terrain. We do have options that we can do here. Hydrapple does really, really well into this team. The question is if I want to lead with it. I kind of do. I feel that King Gambit can do really well here, and so can Prim. feel like I go Prim and I go... I feel like I go Ursaluna, to be honest. Yeah, let's go with that. We'll go with that. The problem is Dondozo. It is going to be really annoying to get off the field. If my opponent leads with it, I'd be really happy with that. If he doesn't lead with it, it's going to be a bit of a problem. So it's going to be sitting in the back, just waiting to ruin my day. Let's see what we can do. So we see Goldango Sneasler. Okay. Not great. So we are going to lower the evasiveness of both. I have no clue if I'm actually going to be able to get Trick Room off or not. It's a bit of an issue. Because I feel like my opponent's just going to go for close combat and make it rain would be my guess. I'm going to go for Trick Room. I don't have a way to hit anything here. If anything, I can just Draco... I'll just Draco Sneasler. I don't really have much else to go for. I'm assuming it's going to be Steel Terra. I'm hoping he took the bait into... Oh, it's Fairy. Interesting. Okay. I'm hoping he takes the bait and goes Dire Claw into Hydrapple. Okay. He definitely took the bait. We got our Citrus Berry off. And we get a free Draco. Well, I don't think we live that. Malamar does, and that's all we needed. Okay. So we got Malamar. We got Trick Room up. So now what do we want to do? The question is I don't know if that... I want to say that Goldango's spect, because I didn't see Life Orb proc at all. Which, if that's the case, it's like the question of like, who do I want to send out here? And I feel like I want to send out Primarina. That's what I'm feeling. So, question is who do I want to hit Hypnosis on? I think I want to hit Hypnosis on Goldango. Kind of what I'm leaning towards right now as I go. I'm gonna bank everything that he's spec'd though. I'm actually gonna hit Sneasler and I'm going to go. I'm gonna go Hyper Voice. I also feel that no. Let's just do that with Hyper Voice. I feel like that's the best thing that we can do right now. We get Sneasler down to half, so it's going to go down next turn. Then I can put Goldango to sleep. So I'm going to bet everything that it is spec'd, which means we lose Malamar, but then we just start doing really big damage. So it is spec'd, which is what I figured it was. Prim does live. If he has Dondozo in the back, it's going to be a really hard way to try and clean this up. Let's see what we can do. We'll take them both out here. Hyper Voice. Hyper Voice is what is going to do it for us. So we'll just go Hyper Voice. Hyper Voice. I'm hoping that Dondozo... If he does have Dondozo, I'm hoping it protects. If it protects, I can Encore it. And we win at that point. So there is a way that we can win. 100% a way we can win. It just depends on what my opponent does here. He's not switching any out, so he's going to let both go down. So that right there is telling me that he has Dondozo in the back. So Hyper Voice from Prim just takes both of them out because we did get the boost from the Throat Spray. So I'm also curious to see what my opponent's going to go Terra-wise on the Dondozo. So let's see here if we can get a good prediction. Because neither one of my guys have Protect. So I'm assuming it's got to be Dondozo. We got a couple turns of Trick Room left. If it's not, and he has like Indeedee or something else. Okay, totally what I thought was going to happen with Dondozo coming out. Here comes Tatsu, which is also what I expected to come out. Let's see what we can do here. Excuse me. It's going to get all the boosts. That's totally fine. What I'm thinking is I Blood Moon turn 1. So let's see how many turns of Trick Room we have. We have 2 turns of Trick Room. I'm just going to Blood... I feel like we Terra Blood Moon. And then... He's not going to expect an Energy Ball, and so I'm going to go Energy Ball. I'm hoping he doesn't Terra so I can do really big damage here. If he shouldn't be Terraing, to be honest. Especially if he protects like I'm predicting him to protect. I think we're fine. If he goes for a Wave Crash, it's bad news, but we'll see what we can do. Okay, he does not protect, so here is Energy Ball that does quite a bit. We do get a special defense drop. This might be enough. With Silk Scarf, that drop. Okay. That mattered 100% to be able to get that special defense drop. I could be wrong, but I think if we didn't get it, then we just lose at that point. Okay. I don't even have to go for my Encore strat. I really wanted to. If I still had more turns of Trick Room, I would go for it here, but I can't. I don't think Tatsugiri has anything that it can do to stop what we're about to do. It can go for Muddy Water and try to get lucky with accuracy drops, but that's about all it can do. It can't do anything to Primarina, so we just Hyper Voice and Moonblast, and that should be the game. Okay, there's Muddy Water like I figured. And it's Life Orbed, actually, and does not get any special or any accuracy drop, so... Goodness. Silk Scarf, normal Terra Blood Moon is absolutely insane. Does so much damage, and we actually go 3-0 with this team on ladder. I may use this team again. I'm super tempted to use it in like a global challenge. But we'll see. I've really liked my standard team that I've been using in the grand challenges. I think there's one coming up in December, I believe. But this team's absolutely wild. I will show you guys the rental code again, and I'll also include the creator of this team, as it was not made by me. Super creative team. It has so many different aspects that you can run with it. I do think that it actually makes use of Hydrapple and has Hydrapple end up being good in a sense. Let me bring it up here. Where did it go? Okay. So once again, there is the team. So many different ways that you can play it. Malamar is absolutely insane. It's a super bulky Malamar. Landing Hypnosis is just ridiculous. Nothing's going to not get hit by a Hypnosis. You don't have to worry about that like with Sleep Powder or Spore that won't go into grass types, or like how Goldingo will just like ignore all of that. So you have so many different possibilities of how you can run this team. I've had a lot of fun running it. Let me know what you guys think. Once again, may try this team, or we're going to try something different. I'm having a lot of fun trying really different and creative teams while we still have a little bit of time left in Array Gauge. So let me know what you guys think. That'll be it for this one, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye!